love throughout space and time, so don't cry. One day all seven will die. So why am I singing about seven? Why? Let me show you something y'all showed me today. So I'm gonna put together this information and show you this. So it's gonna be weird to you, but it'll show you. Yah has been trying to show us these things throughout time because they hid them to us from us, and so now we have to go back in and research these things. And he's used all types of avenues to get to us. Okay, so he's used all type of avenues to try his best to get us to open our eyes, like the song, like Yamo be there, like Yamo be there, up and over, Yamo be there, up and over. And then like the song Tennessee, 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 Tennessee. Go listen to those songs, then go listen to some what's the other one? Ooh I'll be there. What? I'll be there. Just call my name and I'll be there. Just look over your shoulder, honey. There's two different songs telling you he's going to be there. And look over your shoulders. He will be right there. He's been here the whole time. He's never left us. He said, look inside. He put the Torah inside of us. If you read the Torah all the way through, if you read the prophets, it was always in us. We have to look inside of us. It's always been there. But I'm going to show you what he showed. And I'm going to put this video together. But pay attention. Listen, he's been talking to us the whole time. You hear that? Sound confirmation. So let's go to this video that I was watching, the history. Let me go to the other one. See, Tennessee. Let me see. On seven and we watch them fall. Stand in the way of love and we will smoke them off.
Sumer, for example, the shaman.
It's that right there. No one in the whole universe will ever compare. Yes, I am yours. I think this is where he was talking about it right here.
The snake of the serpent. And at Eridu, the city of Enki that I've just referred to, the imagery, the serpent kind of imagery is it's found all over the place. And even Enki himself is described as a serpent, and his wife or his consort Ninhursag is also described as a serpent. So in this context, it explains why the serpent was so closely linked with the fallen god's tradition. Because Enki, he is the god that led the rebellion, and his seed, or the gods that followed him, they are then closely linked with the serpent terminology. Yeah.
So something that's always fascinated me is the Ubaid figurines from around Eridu, like the one showing a woman breastfeeding a baby with lizard or serpent-like features. Yeah,
exactly.
And that keeps getting tied into the alien lizard people theory. Why do you think it's really rooted in ancient shamanistic tradition instead?
Yeah, so this woman breastfeeding the baby corresponds exactly what we read about Ninhursag, the consort of Enki. In the Kesh hymn, that's the Kesh temple hymn, that's the oldest hymn available to us. And the oldest version dates from about 2500 BC. We read about Ninhursag, and we read that she is like a great dragon or serpent that sits in its interior, in the interior of the temple.
Yeah.
Now, Ninhursag sitting in the interior of the temple actually goes back to earlier shamanistic traditions, where the shamans observed a woman at the bottom, at the roots of the tree. She was naked and had bare breasts and lower body was that of a serpent. So it goes back to very early shamanistic traditions. In my view, this is also the tradition that was taken over in the Bible, in Genesis, in the garden story where the snake appeared to Eve, but that's a different discussion. We won't go into that today. So what we read, for example, in another passage from like the Mesopotamian tradition is the following. She wears a head ornament, she wears a fly, she wears a veil, her breast is open. In her left arm, she holds a babe sucking her breast. And then it continues from her head to her loins. The body is that of a naked woman. From the loins to the sole of the feet, scales like that of a snake are visible. Her name is Nintu. Nintu is just the same as Ninursag. So this is that corresponds with the description. So we have good reason to believe that these figurines were connected with shamanism, and especially the kind of shamanism associated with the netherworld.
Yes.
There is also a different kind of shamanism that was associated with the sky. For example, in the case of Lugalbanda, he's associated with that kind of shamanism and is described as having been born as a shaman in the nest of an eagle, of an Anzu bird. So we do find that also, that kind of shamanism. But with regard to the netherworld, there was a large cemetery close to Eridu, and it's most likely that those spirits, those diamonds that was associated with the netherworld in that region was linked with...
Yo, he's not saying diamond. He's not saying diamond. He's saying the word is D-A-E-M-O-N-D. Diamond. It's the same word. They shine bright like a diamond. That's what they were singing about. You hear that? They shine bright like a diamond. They're not talking about diamonds like a stone. They're talking about the fallen deities. That's what they're talking about. And the reason this goes along with the original 7 Nephilim. This is what he's going to tell you about, and I hope I didn't pass it out. If he did, I will rewind it, because this is what got me on this whole road, was listening to Prince and 7. Because when I heard it, the song originally popped in my head, and that's why he said, "All 7, we will watch them fall, because they stand in the way of love, and we gonna smoke them all with intellect and savoir-faire." And nobody in the whole universe will ever compare to us. Why? Because y'all said we are his. And he said, "I am yours and you are mine. And we will rule together until the end of time." And then if you listen to the end of the song, it says, yes, 6 cursed us, but 12 of us will still be here when all 7 fall and die. Let me see, make sure.
Akkadian literature, but it's an astronomical term. It refers to it means the crossing place of transition. It most likely refers to the equinox, and it refers to planets in different positions in the sky. And crossing point is when they move, for example, past the equinox. So it doesn't have any relation to a planet.
So can I say it's almost like a celestial marker?
Yes.
Let me go back some. I'm going to find it, because it's in here. It's
in
actually
Babylonian
3 different
times,
videos.
even later in Persia.
Now, he talks about this in 3 different videos. These 7 fallen angels who started all the shit. All the shit is these 7.
Times with regard to this knowledge, this angelic knowledge that was associated with the Nephilim.
And I could just mention the 7 sages referred to, they're called the Apkallu, and
that's them right there. That's them right there. The 7 sages. This them right there. This them. This them right there. These are the 7 sages. You got to put all the books together. That's where the knowledge is coming from. The intellect. You got to take all the books and put together. This is why they hide the books from us. That's why they told us don't read the books. Because if you read the books, you're going to put it all together. It goes together. The Sumerian text goes. The Dead Sea Scroll goes. You have to read all of them. Let me go. Oh, the Testament of Solomon talks about these 7 demons. The book of Revelation talks about these 7 demons in these 7 demons that JC, y'all, you know, your Hawashai, he has these 7 demons in his hand in Revelations chapter 1 verse 16. He says, I carried these 7 stars in my head. Do you know that Revelations 12, 3-4 is talking about the fall of the angels? It's talking about the book of Enoch. This is the Revelations 12 is the book of Enoch, the book of Daniel, and the book of Enoch, the book of Daniel, and I believe the book of Ezekiel all put together. You got to put the book of Enoch with it. You got to put the book of Enoch, and then you read Revelations. You're gonna read it. JC is the original fallen one, y'all. He's the one that held these seven apocalypse, these sages that he's talking about right here. This is when I heard this, I immediately began to hear that song. That song in my head came in my head, and I knew exactly what it was talking about. I knew exactly what y'all was telling Prince to tell us. Like, y'all, they've been leaving us clues this whole time what to look for. We didn't know that's what we were singing. Just like the Yah'll be there. We didn't know we was singing about Yah's gonna be there. We didn't know that. We just thought we were singing a song. So I'm sorry, I get so excited. So these entities are being talked about in Revelation chapter 12, 3-4, Revelation chapter 1, 16, Revelation chapter 9, 1. They're also being talked about, in Job chapter 38 and 7. They're talked about in Judges 5:20. They're the same ones that are being talked about in Psalms 82. Those that are being talked about. They're being talked about in Isaiah 14. These are the same ones. Let me see what else did I write down. I'm reading, y'all. I wrote all this stuff. Y'all, I finished the book and I'm on a new book now. I finished the book and I'm on a new book. I finished a book because I had started all of this a while ago, this research. Because y'all, I am like, I pray that the Creator y'all gives us enough time to find out about all this stuff. I'm praying that He at least give us another year to start finding out and have time to be in contact with each other so we can get this information, because the intellect will save us. The knowing the truth, knowing what really happened, knowing who is who, knowing when, what, why, where, and how that is what is going to save us. But we have to know. We cannot go without the information. So, let me see. I got so many books. I'm sorry. We're writing all these scriptures. So, let me show you real quick. Then we're going to jump back over to this. So, look at all of this. So, I just finished this book today. Writing all this information. This information, and this information, all this goes together. Like this stuff, the scriptures that go with it is on this side, and these are the same. This is what they're talking about right here, in this book right here. This is what all this is talking about here. Let's go. So all of this right here, all of this goes with this. This goes with this right here. This goes with this. See this right there? See right there? All of this stuff goes together. And they don't want you to know all these words. Do you know us saying sir and ma'am? All these saying all these words we're saying together, these are not, we ain't supposed to be saying a lot of this stuff. I told you they gave us a wicked language. So okay, then this is a new book, because that was filled with my other teaching that I ain't even got to do yet for y'all, because I got like 10 teachings. So this right here, and now I done started a new book. So this is, I'm like on book number 8. Book number 8. All this information, y'all. All this information. Look what they're not telling you. Look who JC is. JC is all of that. All of that. JC, oh, let me show you over here. Let me show you where else JC is. JC is. Where is J? All of this right here. Sorry about that. All of that right there. These are all JC. He's just coming in different names. He's just coming in different names. He's coming in different names. Look at this. All of this is JC. These are all different books that I've read, but they're all JC. Look, this dude right here in Tammuz is, all these are the same people. This is what? This is Nimrod. Nimrod and his mom got married and had this child right here. Guess who that is? What is that? Who's that? Who's that? Who's that? These are, I'm putting all the books together. They all go together, but that's what they don't want y'all to know. They look at this. Enlil means what? En means what? Lord, which means what? He said we're not going to call him that anymore. Look. So when you say that, you're saying this. It's the same thing. Enlil means the same thing as El Elyon. Look. Tiamat, same thing. Marduk, same dude. Syria, Canaanites, the Ammonite, the Mesopotamia, they were all Amorah, same dude. Same dude. Same dude. Same dude. Same dude as, look, with Psalms 82, same thing. It says elves, angels. This guy just said this. This guy in the video that I'm showing you to. He's this same thing. When he's saying legions, he's talking about these elves, angels, same thing. Anu, supreme Anunnaki. Anunnaki is the same thing as this. Same thing. These are the same thing. He named this. If you go to the videos, he's telling you this. He's telling you in this book, this is who these people is. Look, it's a fight against the Semitic. The Abraham is Semitic. Oh, let me show you Esau. So they stole our lineage. Who stole our lineage? He said that they stole the lineage. JC has nothing to do with that. JC and all these people, they stole our lineage. They stole it. Let me show you. It was Esau. Esau came over. I got it on here somewhere. When Esau came over. When did Esau come over? Because they even give you the dates, y'all. I told you this stuff. Here's right here. So Kish and Semitic is the same thing. So when they're saying Kish, they're talking about us. The Kish. Yeah. When they're over here, they're talking about us. So Esau came over to their side. So this is their side and this is our side. So Esau came over to their side because he said one of the kings came over. This is the same person. Esau, and this was in 2080, year 2020. 2830. That's what I'm starting to say. The Semitic king of Kish came to our side. It was Esau, same dude. El Elyon. They started serving who? In El Elyon, Elio, same dude. 2800. And all this. The enlightened one, the shining one that they served is El Elyon. He's called the enlightened one, the shining one. Who is the shining one? That's Lucifer. He's the Lucifer. Oh, and Mr. Real Talker's right. Lucifer is a woman. It's actually both. They're male and female. We have the same thing, just like Adam and Eve, male and female. Male and female. It's the same. Except they're different than us. We were separated. We were in two parts. They are one. So they're the same thing of the same side of the different coin. Let me show you how. Let me show you. I wrote it down. Where did I write it down at? Let me show you. It tells you right here. They're the same side of the different coins. So, because I was trying to figure this out, and I figured it out. So we're separate, but they're in one. Where is it? I wrote it in here. Tammuz. It's about this other dude. Maybe I wrote it in the other book. Hold on. I think it's in the other book. Mother Earth, Enlil. See, Revelations, all that goes together. This is the guy saying, oh, so it has to be in this book right here then. It has to be in this book. Set apart. Set apart. It's got to be in this book. I gave you diamonds and pearls. So y'all said diamonds. Diamonds mean demons. If I gave you demons and pearls, pearls means Venus. When he's talking about pearls, he's talking about Venus. So he said, y'all said if I gave you diamonds and pearls, will you be a happier boy or girl? But he said the only thing I can offer you, if I could, I offer you the world, but you don't want that. He said, choose what you want to do. That's what the song is saying. Is it right here? Is it right here? Where did I write it at? Well, this dude they're one and the same. They are like, so the 7 nameless fallen angels. But I figured out, that's their names right there. That's their names. I figured out what their names are. That's their names. These are the 7 nameless things. And they are also the 7 deadly sins. I figured that out too. So where is this dude at? Where is it? The 7th book of Moses. Because I just wrote this down, y'all. I need y'all to see this. They are double. They're intersex. They're intersex. It's Lilith. It's Lilith. His name is, he's Lilith and the other one. He's Lilith. Dang it, I could have swore I wrote down about Lilith. Could have swore I wrote it down. Y'all help me figure this one out so I can move on with this video. Y'all, all I do is sit and read books. Here it is right here. So this is his name. Lilu Daimons. His name is Lilu Daimons. Diamond. Daemon. So he is 2/3. So he's 1/3 human, 2/3 demon. And he's also Lilith. He was King Uruk. You can call him Lulu. He's an incubus, a succubus. He's a nocturnal spirit. He's also Lilith. He's the wind, the night. He causes misfortunes. He's a he-she. He is, he's also the goddess. So he's a goddess and a guy at the same time. He's a man of renown. He is the father of Gilgamesh. This dude is the father of Gilgamesh. He was born through this. Lulu, he's an incubus, a seductive nocturnal spirit, and he is Lilith. So Lilith and this dude, Lulu, so he's male, female all together. He is an intersex. These deities are intersex. Y'all split us apart and made us male and female. They are intersex. Okay? This is why they said Satan is a woman. Satan is a woman and a man at the same time. At the same time. Do you get this now? So now let me go back to the other video. You would be in color if I gave you Because he said you'll be colorblind if I gave you diamonds and pearls. He said if I gave you the diamonds and the pearls, you will be colorblind. Do y'all hear this? Do y'all hear this? Do y'all hear this?
According to let's call it legend, they were semi-divine culture bearers sent by the gods before the flood to civilize humanity.
Before and after, because they were also involved with the building of the walls of Uruk in the time of Gilgamesh, according to tradition.
Yes.
But this is the group of 7 wise sages, so it should not be confused with the different sages, human sages associated with the different rulers of ancient Mesopotamia.
Yes.
Now, when it comes to the aliens, the view is that it was these gods were actually aliens that came from Nibiru. Now, Nibiru is actually a term that we do find in ancient Sumerian texts. So, in a sense, what is said is that, Nibiru in these texts refers to a certain planet, and that these aliens came from that particular planet to the Earth. Now, actually, Nibiru is an ancient term. It is definitely used in Sumerian and Akkadian literature, but it's an astronomical term. It refers to it means the crossing place of transition. It most likely refers to the equinox, and it refers to planets in different positions in the sky. And crossing point is when they move, for example, past the equinox. So it doesn't have any relation to a planet.
So can I say it's almost like a celestial marker?
Yeah, so it's definitely a technical term used by the ancient Sumerians within the framework of astronomy. And the planet is often associated with Jupiter.
Yeah.
For example, and the position of Jupiter in the celestial skies. That's what we often find.
Okay, so, let me show you this. Y'all just don't know what y'all doing. Where's this other thing at? Where is it? Right here. So this right here. Is that it? Dead Sea Scrolls. Yeah. No. Is that it? No. I'll play it in a minute. So let me show you this real quick. So Elohim, Elyon, B'nai Elohim. See, because I asked it, why did Yah say that he wasn't the father of them in Psalms 82? That's what I asked him. And he was just like, it says this. Hallel in Isaiah is different from B'nai Elohim, the sons of the Most High, in Psalms 82. Where is it? Elohim means the divine one, spirit beings. Elyon, the Most High, highest one. And B'nai Elyon, sons of the Most High. So, where is it? Oh, nope. Yo, I've been studying like crazy. Nope. No, where's the one I had earlier? It's here. Deuteronomy 32. See, he's talking about, right here he says El Elyon. Right there. Nope. I thought I screenshotted something else, but I guess I didn't. So, let me see what else. Hold on. So, diamonds and pearls. So, he says, I could give you diamonds. We just found out that the word diamond is actually demon. It means Daemon. And then when he's saying pearls, he's talking about, it seems, no, that ain't it. Hold on. So when he's saying pearls, y'all asked us, if I give you diamonds and pearls, would that make you happy? And he said, but all I can offer you is my love. But if you want diamonds and pearls, I'll give you diamonds and pearls. But we just found out diamonds means these spirits. So when you see pearls, when you see people talking about they're clutching their pearls, this is what they're talking about right here. The pearls is associated with dragons, believed to be formed inside the head of a dragon, formed by their breath, symbolizing wisdom and power. They are believed to be created by the tears of nymphs, mermaids, and other mythical creatures. The elves of fertility and peace and aura is said to have gifted black pearls to a princess, making them symbolize of love and heavenly gifts. Pearls are linked to the moon and are believed to drop of dews from the heavens. Oh, let me show you. This guy says that this is why they get us doing moon worship. Those 7 deities is in the moon, y'all. Those 7 deities is in the moon. So Krishna, Venus, Pali is the gods of fertility, aka angels. They're not gods, they're angels. So let me see, can I get back to this video? So you see right here. So this is where they're trying to show you that this is who they're talking about.
Interested in
Absolutely,
the council.
yeah.
And we've talked
Sons of
about
God, the terminology is often associated with the council, the divine council, the council of God, in the Bible.
Absolutely. And we've mentioned that in previous podcasts. So Vili, you mentioned Enki being called a prince, and now some stories treat the Anunnaki as his kids. What does that say about the power dynamics among these gods, especially the ones linked to Earth?
Yeah, so in ancient Sumer, on the one hand, we had the supreme god, the father of the gods, An. An's name actually means the most high, the highest god, and he was definitely worshipped in a different way from the other gods. We know this because, for example, the name An, it's just, the cuneiform just as 4 wedges forming a star. This is his name. This is the same word or sign that was used for heaven or for gods.
Yes.
Dinga, the gods in Sumer. So all the gods took their essence, so to say, being gods, from this God, which his name is just God, or An.
Yes.
So An is definitely on a different level. He's the father of the gods. He stands apart from the other gods. And then in opposition to An, we find the god Enki. Now, Enki was the god of the Sumerians. His name means the Lord of the earth, or he was worshipped at Eridu. And in the ancient traditions, we read about the seed of An that fell on the ground, which refers to the fallen gods. And later on, this was associated with Enki. So his seed was said to have fallen on the ground. And then some of the Anunnaki were then said to be his children.
Yes.
Now, we've discussed this in great detail in our episode about the Anunnaki. But the fallen gods were, for the most part, associated with diamonds that resided in tombs, in the burial tombs.
Yes.
And we've given some examples from ancient Sumerian literature. So, and this is closely linked with the whole story about the Nephilim, because they were also linked with these kind of diamonds. So what we have is, in this ancient tradition, we already find a conflict where if this total mythos are brought together in the different traditions that we find in Egypt, among the Hurrians, in Sumer, even in Greece and other places later on, then we find that it's actually Enki that came last in rebellion against the supreme god, and that led to the gods becoming some gods that follow him, becoming fallen gods. So this is basically a very early motive that corresponds with the later motive of Satan and the rebellion against God and the angels that followed Satan. And in the Revelation, instead of the seed that fell on the god, we read about the stars that fell on the earth, which is the exact equivalent because of the fact that gods were often associated with stars, as we'll also see later on in this episode. So this conflict in heaven, again, is consistent with the biblical perspective and the biblical view of things.
Absolutely. Consistent with the biblical view as well as the older traditions that we look at. So, and it just aligns beautifully. So, the whole alien Anunnaki thing has blown up lately with ties to the Nephilim and ideas about them sharing secret tech. How do you push back on those stakes that rely on early Sumerian translations? Big, interesting point.
Yeah, so again, in this view, the Anunnaki are regarded as the children of the aliens. And this corresponds closely with biblical tradition in the sense of these skills that was handed down to the Nephilim is not only found in ancient tradition with regard to the fallen gods,
Yes.
where the sages, not the different sages, that's us human sages, but the group of 7 sages. They are regarded as superhuman beings, and they are regarded as the ones that have this amazing knowledge that they teach to humans. And it's quite likely that in the book of Enoch, it was this tradition that was borrowed from in Babylonian times and even later in Persian times with regard to this knowledge.
All right, let's go to the next video.
To the Creator. Now, I am making this video to put together some...
Oops.
All praises to the Creator. Now, I am making this video to put together some information that y'all showed me. So how this began is last night I was crying out to the Creator. I was crying out to him and I was begging him, please do not take our music away. I said, when the reset happened, I was praying to him. When the reset happened, please do not take our music away from us. Well, come to find out, y'all, he's been talking to us through the music. And I keep telling people that when I hear music and I have dreams. So I'm a dreamer of dreams and I hear music. Kind of like David. David played songs. David hear music. When I need answers, sometimes it will come to me in a song. And so I was praying last night, and today I got several answers. And I was watching something, and then a song popped in my head. And it was Prince. And then I talked to my sister Melissa, and she put another song she gave me another song. These 2 songs go together, and they're both Prince songs. So I'm finna give you the second. I'm gonna give you the first and the second Prince songs, and I'm gonna give you the video to show you who he was talking about. How do we win this? With what? Intellect. We have to know what really happened. We have to get in the books. All of them. The books they hid. The books they're talking about in 2nd Esdras, chapter 14. Those books will help us choose. It'll help us decide. Let's listen to this video.
They stand in the way of love and we will smoke them all with an intellect and a savoir-faire. No one in the whole universe will ever compare. I am yours now and you are mine, and together we'll love through all space and time, so don't cry. One day
Okay, so now that you understand and understand what diamonds is actually not saying the word diamonds, it is DAEMONS. Diamonds, it sound the same, spelled different. It is talking about these spirits. That's what is being talked about. Then pearls, I showed you what pearls was. Now he says, I can give you the world. He's like, it's up to you. Love is made for two. We have to do our part. What is our part? We have to choose. He just told us to choose. We have to choose Yah. If you want to do it. How do you love Yah? How he said love is made for two. He do his part, we do our part. He did his part. It's our turn to do our part. What is our part? We have to choose to love. Love is what? Following the laws, statutes, commandments. Y'all get it now? Do you get it now? Can you hear it now? Can you see it now? I do. So let's give our love to the Creator Yah by doing what? Calling his name, calling on his name, knowing what his name means, following him. With his laws and statutes, commandments, keep his Sabbath set apart. Don't worship and do what these other nations do. Don't worship Yah the way the other nations do their Elohims. Their Elohim. Yah's not an Elohim. He's the creator. Don't worship him like the other nations. They do it with sacrifices and all this stuff and trying to give brides and gifts. Y'all don't want that. Yah wants the bulls of your mouth. He wants the actions of your hands. What is the actions of your hands? Follow his laws and statutes and commandments. He will forgive you. He will forgive you. I hope Melissa's okay with me with me showing this, because I told you me and her talk all the time. So she asked me a question. She asked me, he was asking a question. This is what he was saying in the song. Do you want his love or the love of the fallen? That's what he's saying. She said, wow, so what do we do now?
Those who call in my name will be saved, he said. If you turn from your ways, call in my name, I'll forgive your sins. He said, you went out and you married other Elohims and you called me in the name of Baal. But you're going to start calling me Ish, your husband. We're going to divorce a new husband and remarry Yah. In Jeremiah 2, we did the marriage nuptials in the wilderness. And we walked away from the marriage nuptials and married a new husband. Because we thought the grass was greener on the other side. So he took away everything. But if you listen to this song, he said the answer is inside of you. The Torah is in us.
The Torah is in us. We have to just do is search. And then we can go home and Yah will be with us. Yah will be there. Yah will be there. Yeah, 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 yeah. Just call Yah's name and he'll be there. Just look over your shoulders, honey. Woo! Hallelujah.